China has a reputation for building on a scale that leaves the rest of the world trying to catch up, and in Chongqing, that reputation just got even bigger. This giant city, home to more than 30 million people, is spread across steep mountains and deep river valleys in southwestern China. For decades, that rugged landscape made it one of the most difficult major cities in the country to access and connect. Now, China has unveiled a solution so massive that it almost sounds unreal. Meet Chongqing East Railway Station, a transportation hub covering an incredible 1.22 million square meters. To put that into perspective, that's larger than 170 football fields and more than 5 times the size of New York City's famous Grand Central Terminal. And this isn't just another train station sitting on a map. Inside, the scale gets even more shocking. The complex stretches across 8 levels above and below ground, packing high-speed rail platforms, metro connections, shopping centers, office space, and hotels into one enormous structure. During peak periods, it can handle up to 16,000 passengers every hour, moving people through the city at a staggering pace. Step outside, and the story gets even bigger. An entirely new urban district has been developed around the station, turning the area into a major center for business, travel, and daily life. It's now recognized as the largest high-speed rail station in the world, and it's set to transform transportation across Western China in a huge way. But before we dive into how this mega project became a reality and what it means for the future, a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Outskill. Getting ahead in 2025 may be easier than many people realize. Whether you're aiming for a better paying career or hoping to build something of your own, AI has quickly gone from being a useful tool to something many see as essential. Today, AI skills are becoming a major advantage across countless industries, and people who know how to use AI tools are seeing more opportunities open up than ever before. That's exactly why Outskill is hosting a special 2-day AI Mastermind workshop this weekend, running from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This training program normally costs $895, but through a partnership with Outskill, 1,000 free seats are being made available exclusively to viewers for the next 72 hours. That's an incredible amount of professional training being offered at no cost for a limited time. Over the course of 16 hours, experienced mentors will show participants how to use AI tools effectively, automate tasks, streamline workflows, and even create products without needing to write a single line of code. The interest has been huge. More than 10 million people around the world have already taken part, and the program holds a 4.9 out of 5 rating on Trustpilot. Participants also receive lifetime access to an AI community made up of more than 5,000 professionals, creating opportunities to learn, connect, and stay updated on the latest developments. With spots disappearing quickly, interested viewers can secure a seat through the link below before they're gone. Now back to Chongqing and the huge question behind this astonishing project. How did this mountain city become the home of one of the largest transportation hubs ever built? Chongqing is one of the world's biggest cities that many people outside China know surprisingly little about. Its wider municipality is home to more than 30 million residents, giving it a population larger than entire nations such as Australia or Malaysia. Built across the rugged mountains of southwestern China and stretching along the Yangtze and Jialing rivers, the city's dramatic landscape has shaped its story for generations. It's easy to see why Chongqing grabs people's attention. Steep hills rise dramatically from the water, massive bridges stretch across the landscape, and layer after layer of city buildings seem to climb the mountainsides without end. The scenery is breathtaking, but that same geography has created serious transportation challenges for decades. Roads wind through the hills, steep routes climb in every direction, and entire districts can feel separated by natural barriers that are difficult to cross. In a city like Chongqing, transportation is far more than a convenience. It's what keeps everything connected and moving. For years, however, that system struggled to keep up with the growing needs of millions of residents. The city's early rail connections to the rest of China were limited and often slow. Railway lines had to snake through valleys, cut across difficult terrain, and pass through mountains, turning many journeys into long and sometimes unpredictable trips. When China's high-speed rail expansion accelerated throughout the 2000s and 2010s, Chongqing finally began gaining faster links to other major cities. Chongqing North Station became the primary hub for many of these new services, delivering a huge boost to regional travel. But as the city continued to expand, new problems quickly started appearing. Passenger numbers surged, travel demand exploded, and stations, especially Chongqing North, were regularly pushed to their limits during busy travel periods. The situation became even more complicated because Chongqing's mountainous landscape made major station expansions difficult and extremely costly. At the same time, national planners were working on two game-changing development strategies that would reshape Western China. The first was the Chengdu-Chongqing Twin City Economic Circle, an ambitious plan designed to transform Chengdu and Chongqing into a powerful economic powerhouse for the entire region. The second was the massive 8 vertical 8 horizontal high-speed rail grid, a nationwide network intended to connect major cities across China through fast and efficient rail corridors. Chongqing sat right at the center of several planned routes, putting it in a position that many cities would envy. But there was one major problem. Without a much larger and better connected transportation hub, the city couldn't fully capitalize on its strategic location. A bigger solution was needed, and officials knew the stakes were enormous. In 2019, city leaders made a huge decision. Instead of expanding existing facilities, they approved an entirely new railway station on Chongqing's eastern side. The goal was ambitious from the start: build a transportation hub large enough to handle future demand, while also serving as the foundation for a brand new urban district. It wasn't just about trains, it was about creating a new gateway to the city for generations to come. Construction officially began in 2022, and the pace was remarkable. Just 38 months later, the massive complex was ready to welcome passengers. The finished station stands out as one of the most impressive transportation projects in the region. The moment travelers step inside, the sheer size of the building becomes impossible to ignore. The station stretches across 8 levels above and below ground. On the upper levels, 15 platforms and 29 tracks accommodate both high-speed and conventional rail services. Beneath them, entire floors are dedicated to metro connections, bus terminals, parking facilities, and commercial spaces. During peak periods, the station can handle up to 16,000 passengers every hour, adding up to hundreds of thousands of travelers in a single day. The design is just as eye-catching as its size. A massive wave-shaped roof spans 120,000 square meters and weighs more than 16,000 tons. Supporting it are giant tree-like columns inspired by Chongqing's official city tree, the Huangjue. These striking structures do more than hold up the roof. They also help bring natural light deep into the station through large skylights, reducing the need for artificial lighting during the day. But the biggest twist is that this project was never meant to be just a station. It's the centerpiece of a broader strategy known as Station City Integration. The vision is simple but bold. Surround the terminal with offices, hotels, shopping centers, and public spaces across a 3.5 square kilometer district. Step off a train, and instead of arriving at the edge of the city, you're already standing in the heart of a thriving urban center. This strategy is about much more than simply moving passengers from one place to another. The goal is to drive growth toward Chongqing's eastern districts, creating a powerful new economic center while strengthening the city's connections to China's expanding high-speed rail network. On paper, building something with the scale of a small city in just over 3 years sounds almost impossible. Yet, that's exactly what was accomplished here. The project faced major obstacles from the very beginning. Chongqing's eastern areas are known for intense summer heat, with temperatures sometimes climbing above 40 degrees Celsius. The landscape itself added another layer of difficulty, with rugged terrain that required enormous amounts of earth moving before construction could even properly begin. Then came one of the most demanding tasks of all, the station's massive roof. Covering 120,000 square meters and weighing more than 16,500 tons, the giant steel and glass structure had to be carefully lifted and secured above the main concourse with extraordinary precision To keep the project on schedule, builders turned heavily to advanced automation and smart construction technology. Laser-guided bulldozers shaped the site with remarkable accuracy, while screeding robots leveled concrete surfaces efficiently even during extreme heat. Specialized glass installation robots positioned massive 800-kilogram panels with pinpoint precision, and AI-powered safety patrol robots continuously monitored the construction site for potential hazards. The results were impressive. Construction efficiency reportedly tripled compared to many traditional methods. Labor expenses were significantly reduced, and heat-related incidents were kept to a minimum. Engineers also took advantage of Chongqing's unique landscape instead of fighting against it. The train platforms were built on an elevated deck, while concourses, metro connections, retail areas, and other facilities were cleverly integrated beneath, making full use of the city's natural changes in elevation. This unique bridge and building design creates nearly 400,000 square meters of usable space beneath the tracks, reduces walking distances for passengers, and saves more than 20 hectares of land compared to traditional station layouts. But Chongqing East is far more than a railway station. It serves as the centerpiece of the East Station Hub New City, a massive 3.5 square kilometer development built around the terminal. The vision is simple: create a modern urban center where people can live, work, shop, and travel with everything close at hand. The station is directly connected to multiple metro lines, with Line 6 already operating and additional lines under construction or planned. This will allow passengers to move between high-speed rail and local transit seamlessly without even stepping outside. Combined with bus terminals, taxi areas, coach services, and large parking facilities, the complex functions as a true all-in-one transportation hub. Officials believe this connectivity will attract businesses, hotels, retail projects, and new investment to the area. At the same time, it helps tackle one of Chongqing's biggest challenges: its mountainous landscape, which has historically divided the city into separate districts. By creating a major new center in the east, Chongqing can spread growth more evenly, ease pressure on older areas, and unlock new opportunities for future development. For everyday travelers, Chongqing East could dramatically change how people move around the region. A trip to Chengdu that once took 4 or 5 hours can now be completed in about an hour. Business travelers heading to major cities can save valuable time, while future metro connections will allow many passengers to transfer directly to high-speed trains without even stepping outside, a huge advantage during Chongqing's intense summer heat. The station's size is what really grabs attention. Famous rail hubs like New York's Grand Central Terminal, Japan's Nagoya Station, and even Guangzhou South are all significantly smaller in total floor area. While some stations around the world handle more passengers, they often rely on multiple connected buildings. Chongqing East stands out as one enormous continuous complex that combines transportation, commercial space, and urban development under one roof. Its location makes it even more important. Chongqing East sits at the intersection of several major high-speed rail corridors and serves as a key hub within China's national rail network. Trains will connect the city to destinations across the country, allowing faster travel in every direction. For Western China, this goes beyond convenience. The station strengthens links between inland regions and major economic centers, helping people, businesses, and goods move faster than ever before. In many ways, it represents a major step in connecting the region to new opportunities and future growth. Chongqing East is more than a transportation hub. It's also part of a bigger push to connect inland regions with major trade routes and economic opportunities across China and beyond. Officials see it as a key gateway for growth in Western China, helping bring more balance between coastal and inland development. The station was also designed with sustainability in mind. It meets China's highest 3-star green building standard, featuring solar panels, energy-saving skylights, centralized heating and cooling systems, rainwater recycling, and smart climate controls that reduce waste. Its direct links to metro and bus networks also help cut traffic congestion and lower emissions. As stations continue growing into mixed-use urban centers, projects like Chongqing East raise an interesting question. Could major transportation hubs eventually become the new hearts of modern cities? One thing is certain, Chongqing East is set to influence travel, business, and development across the region for decades to come. It's not just a station, it's a destination all by itself. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with others. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you like to visit Chongqing East someday? Thanks for watching.